Today we got the Immortal Iron Fist from Marvel taking on one of the greatest bounty hunters in all of Star Wars, Durge. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out. The latest in a long line of warriors who wielded his power against the wicked. Danny Rand is the Immortal Iron Fist. Protector of the mystical city of Kunlun, he channels the soul of a dragon, making his fist like unto iron. As one of the greatest martial artists the world has ever known. Iron Fist is trained to be a living weapon, and can harness spiritual energy, or chi, to augment his physical and mental capabilities to superhuman levels. Typically, Danny possesses the peak level strength of a human without being considered superhuman. But he's capable of augmenting his strength to unknown levels. He was able to go toe-to-toe with a being who easily defeated Luke Cage. He can move at incredible speeds, and can enhance his speed until he's delivered over 100 punches in just a few seconds. His agility and reflexes are much greater than that of an Olympic athlete. He can dodge gunfire, and even catch bullets out of the air. He's also very durable, and has hard point-blank explosions with no real signs of harm. Danny's a master of Kunlun's martial arts, including Kunlun Quan, Shaolin Quan, Judo, Aikido, and Karate. He is one of the greatest fighters ever, battling against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Colossus. His greatest power, though, is his Iron Fist. With this, he's able to rip through steel and punch his opponents with incredible force. He's been able to knock out Colossus, shatter Scorpion's tail, smash through jets and trains, and even brought down the helicarrier before. So, that's what we got in one corner, the Immortal Iron Fist. But, entering the ring, in the other corner, the Master Bounty Hunter, Durge. Durge is a 2,000-year-old Gende bounty hunter. He's been trained by the Mandalorian Jang, and his already impressive Gende physiology has been combined with cybernetics to make him nearly impossible to kill. Over the centuries, he has developed an intense hatred for both Jedi and Mandalorians. Unable to pass up the chance to eliminate the Jedi from the galaxy, as well as exterminate every clone of Jango Fett, he accepted Count Dooku's invitation to join the Confederacy. Durge is insanely strong, able to easily lift up part of an ATTE, casually send clone troopers flying backwards, pick up and use a speeder bike as a club, and smash through a bridge. Durge is also ridiculously fast, too fast for even Jedi to react to. He's casually blocked attacks from Obi-Wan and Anakin, beat down Obi-Wan so quickly that Obi-Wan couldn't react. He's even claimed that all Jedi move in slow motion to him. But Durge's greatest physical ability has got to be his durability. He's literally laughed off being impaled with a lightsaber. He's able to take a whole lot of blaster bolts and explosions. Getting shot in the face barely phases him. He's had his limbs cut off, even been dissected and came right back. In order to finally put him down, Anakin had to literally shoot him into a star. Outside of his armor, Durge is also able to extend his limbs or take out faraway opponents. He can just literally envelop people. He's also a ridiculously skilled fighter, being one of the greatest bounty hunters in the galaxy, defeating Jedi. Also, it's a nearly unquenchable bloodlust, to the point where he considered a period of time well spent only if it had been to kill people. Durge is also packing quite the arsenal. He's got a pair of blaster pistols, a rifle, a jetpack and energy bolas, machine gun gauntlets, wrist-mounted flamethrower, and energy shields capable of blocking lightsabers. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. So then we got the Immortal Iron Fist, defender of Kunlun, one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe, going up against none other than Durge, one of the best bounty hunters in the Star Wars universe, and someone who was routinely able to show up all sorts of Force users, both Jedi and Sith alike. So who's coming out on top here? Well, that's what we're going to find out. And first things first, physicality. Which one of these two is physically superior, excluding Danny's chi powers? We'll talk more about them later. So Danny is strong enough to break metal chains or Spider-Man's webbing, snap a man's neck with a simple palm strike, and when he was disguised as Daredevil, he managed to injure Spider-Man in his Iron Spider suit. However, Durge is way stronger than that. He's easily lifted up at part of an ATTE, is casually able to send opponents flying backwards, even sending General Grievous crashing through several stone statues, able to overpower squads of clone troopers who are peak human, and he managed to casually pick up a speeder bike and start swinging it around as a club. Durge is also a whole lot more durable than Iron Fist. Now, don't get me wrong, Iron Fist is still impressively durable. Honestly, he really is surprisingly tough. He will take attacks on Spider-Man and Sunspot. He's jumped down massive elevator shafts and taken hits that are supposed to equal the force of a howitzer shell. He's remained conscious after being punched on Kunlun back to Earth. He's also just got plenty of endurance and keep on fighting through a ridiculous amount of pain. Kept on fighting through broken bones, knife stabs, taking unimaginable heat, or being drenched in corrosive acid. But I still stand by what I said earlier. Durge is more impressive. I mean, the guy's literally laughed off being stabbed through with a lightsaber. That's already something that Iron Fist could never manage. He's also taken a ton of blaster fire, and is totally fine at standing in actual fire or even lava. So it would take powerful electric shocks, and withstand some absolutely devastating blows from General Grievous. Seriously, Grievous sent him flying backwards through several walls until like nothing had happened. Durge is able to heal back from having limbs chopped off, even being bisected right down the middle, taking quite a few bombs directly to the face. He's lived for thousands of years, and supposedly spent 60 of those years being buried alive. And the only way that Anakin could ultimately put the big guy down was by literally launching him out into a star. Iron Fist is tough, but he's not that tough. And then we've got speed. With Danny, he's routinely able to dodge gunfire. Seriously, this isn't hard for him. And it's gotten to the point where he's literally able to catch bullets out of the air. He's supposedly faster than lightning. He's able to take out gunmen in just a few seconds, when a half a dozen heartbeats, and is routinely able to move before anyone could ever react. But then we got Durge. And just like he's crazy strong and crazy durable, Durge is also crazy fast. He's easily blocked Obi-Wan Kenobi's attacks and proceeded to beat down Obi-Wan before he could even react. He's easily dodged and tagged Anakin Skywalker, and really, Durge has routinely able to one-up Jedi when it comes to speed. In fact, Durge even claimed that it looks like all Jedi move in slow motion to him. In order to drive home how impressive this is, let's take a look at Jedi like Obi-Wan and Anakin. And remember, since Durge is just an expanded universe character, he went up against expanded universe Obi-Wan and Anakin, who are a whole lot faster and a whole more powerful than the Disney canon version of the characters. Obi-Wan has deflected blaster fire from over 50 battle droids at once. He deflected 18 of Grievous' blows in 1 second, and moved so fast against Count Dooku that it looked like he had vanished. He's outrun explosions. His lightsaber is routinely seen as just a blue blur as he deflects blaster fire, and Obi-Wan is able to move so quickly that the only thing that appears on the security monitor is blue light. Then, believe it or not, Anakin is even faster. He's outsped blaster fire from tanks, cut missiles out of the air, blitzed a whole room of droids so fast that the droids appear to be moving in slow motion compared to him, and is so fast he even pushed Count Dooku to his limits, despite the fact that Dooku was tapping into his Force reserves. He's also appeared simply as a cyclone of blue light with his lightsaber. It was even moving as a blur to Obi-Wan, to the point where Obi-Wan didn't even have time to react because Anakin was moving so fast. These are the people that Durge is able to regularly outreact, effortlessly blitz, and even claim move in slow motion comparison to him. So yeah, I'd say that Durge is faster than Iron Fist, just like he's stronger and more durable. But then we come to Iron Fist's fighting skill and chi manipulation abilities. Could this be enough to overcome Durge's massive physical advantage? Possibly. He's been trained in and mastered every martial art form taught to him at Kunlun. He's able to take out 88 shield agents in just under 7 minutes while holding back in an effort not to kill them. He's a powerful ninja with thousands of years of experience, and even possibly knows an infinite number of ways to kill someone. And Danny is definitely matched up against some of the best in the Marvel Universe, going up against Captain America, Wolverine, Daredevil, Spider-Man, even beating physically superior opponents like Warhawk and Colossus. However, fighting skill alone isn't going to be able to overcome Durge in this fight, so that Durge has regularly gone up against and beaten Jedi with some of the best fighters in their respective universe. That means it all comes down to Danny's Iron Fist and his chi manipulation abilities. With his Iron Fist, he's able to sink ships, destroy helicopters and trains, and sent Luke Cage flying backwards with so much force that he brought down a small building upon impact. He's made Hulk yell out in pain. He's beaten an absolutely massive dragon with just one shot. He'll kill a skyscraper-sized fire god and bring down the helicarrier. That's not all that Danny can do with his chi powers. He can fire powerful energy blasts and then create an energy dragon out of his chi powers. He's also able to absorb energy, absorbing Radion's most powerful attack, which supposedly measured in hundreds of megatons, and absorb the energy from a train carrying enough explosives to make Hiroshima look like a sparkler. But then we can flip the script, talk about Durge, because the guy's always packing quite a hefty arsenal. He's got a pair of blaster pistols, a rifle, a jetpack and energy bolas, machine gun gauntlets, a wrist-mounted flamethrower, and energy shields capable of blocking lightsabers, meaning that he's got a nice range advantage on Iron Fist for the fight. Durge's own body is surprisingly versatile, able to extend his arms to take down opponents from a distance, is able to simply envelop Obi-Wan Kenobi, seemingly swallowing him whole. So, end of the day, who's coming out on top here? Well, Iron Fist has the most raw power here, seeing as Durge never leveled buildings the size of the helicarrier, literally killed gods. But I don't know that's actually going to translate into a victory here for him, because Danny is still just a human, and while tough, he can still be injured by the majority of weapons in Durge's arsenal. On the other hand, it's going to be a hell of a time putting Durge down, just seeing how durable he is, and how remarkably fast he can recover. I mean, the only way they were able to ultimately put Durge down for good was by literally launching him out into the sun. On top of that, Durge is still stronger. He's actually a whole lot faster. We had a tough fight for both sides, but Durge has more advantages. I'm not entirely convinced that Danny's Iron Fist is enough to overcome all of them. Durge is coming out on top here by the slightest of margins. Durge wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure the like button, the subscribe button, turn notifications, join the DanCo army, and I will see y'all next time.